Hello again, folks. Today we're going to start cleaning and dusting off some of these figures and sets from the Batman Arkham games. Yeah, I was so deeply into the Arkham games. I find Arkham Knight to be the #1 game I ever played of all time. So I'm just gonna, while I dust, I'll be sure to talk about what's going on with some things going on lately while I clean and make sure this stuff is dusted off. In fact, I have to be honest. Sometimes I kind of slack off from getting some cleaning done, but eventually I get to work on cleaning some of the more important stuff. Just so you know, this right here is one of the bars where showing the inmates breaking out and stuff. Wow, so dusty. This thing hasn't been cleaned in a while. Using my phone again just to let you guys know. I don't want to get too distracted on things and stuff. In fact, I think, well, I do got important stuff this month, but I'm not even sure if it's safe to let you guys know. Yeah, well, yeah. Let me just clean some of this up. And sometimes I can't recall how much is left dusty and unattended or not. Mhm. Oh boy. Another floor. Oh boy, dust. Dust bunnies. Today I wait for all my DualShock to begin to later start their streams later. But for now, I got plenty of time to wait. Yeah, I don't get too ambitious with live streams, especially when I have a lot to look out for myself on. Me, I had to take a walk so I can get some of the anxiety out of my system. Because thing is, when it comes to eating so much, that would raise your blood sugar up. Well, right, when it comes to eating so much, that would cause your blood pressure to rise. It's not that good. Believe me, I've been there. So I'm doing what I can to help keep the anxiety out for most of the time. For most of the time being. I can't even tell if they were going to do even more Batman Arkham figures, as well as the entire series of characters that appear. I mean, we haven't seen any Arkham figures of the Riddler. Now I kind of wonder why. For the multiverse 3.75 figures. I mean, the Arkham games were the best of any of the games I haven't played so far, and I do feel disappointed that Rocksteady has been closing down because of these groups that got involved with changing so much of everything up. It got people so angry. God. Sometimes I wish we didn't have so many provocative companies involved. Wow. Now here's Hush. Yeah. The villain who escapes apprehension from Batman in Arkham City and then later gets taken down by him inside Wayne Tower of Arkham Knight. And that Bruce had to get him to redirect the gun away from Lucius by revealing his identity to Elliot so that he can take him down safely. Clearly, whenever it comes to taking him down before taking down Scarecrow, you usually have him locked up in the vault in the Arkham Knight game. But if you take him down after Scarecrow, it won't matter where he goes to be locked up and imprisoned. Yeah, yeah. Clearly, Batman so far has been the most popular superhero in DC. He, and here's the Arkham Knight. The Arkham Knight. Wow, he's so dusty. Gotta get him clean. The titular villain of the fourth and final game last decade. Yeah, nice to see they continue it with Arkham Shadows. Pity that it's on VR, and I can't. And to be honest, guys, I can't do VR. Not only because it's my internet can't work compatibly well with other devices other than laptops and PCs, but because I don't want to go bumping into things here in my apartment. You could easily lose focus and you wouldn't know where you're going. You could end up knocking things down. Man, when they say original character, you can't even tell if they're telling the truth or just lying and saying stuff just to hide his identity. I mean, in the Arkham games, he was Jason Todd, who was, in a surprising twist, not killed by the Joker, but later saw redemption after Bruce finally woke up from his pride of morality to understand, and that much of it that he's been overdoing it the whole time. But when he was introduced in the 1000th comic, he was a different person, someone within the Arkham family named Astrid. Swedish descent. Yeah, and quite an interesting take on her, too. And here's Black Mask, who was killed by Red Hood in the DLC that takes place after the main story of Arkham Knight, who also was impersonated by the Joker and served as the overarching antagonist in Batman Arkham Origins. Yeah, Sionis in the Arkhamverse was lost so much of the power he had that it gave him so much control in Gotham City over the Joker when the Clown Prince of Crime broke into his apartment, killed his girlfriend, and took him hostage and killed 25% of his army just to blackmail 50% of them into taking orders from him, while 25% of of Roman Sionis' most loyal henchmen rallied to him, rallied with him while maintaining control of the remaining operations they still got control of. Yeah, Arkham Origins was quite fun too. Yeah, I was so. Ah, and here's Nightwing. Wow, really dusty. Yeah, this this Nightwing action figure was part of that of a two-pack from featuring him and Killer Croc. In fact, you even get to play as him or team up with him in an extended version of Batman Arkham Knight, fighting Killer Croc inside an airship of that was coming from Iron Heights. Yeah, Iron Heights, a prison for Flash villains. Yeah, and it has plenty of Easter eggs in there too, involving that of Gorilla Grodd. And I gotta tell you, I may not be much of a big player, but I usually like to micromanage and take my time with things. And I am keeping track of not just making sure some folks I have planned to join me can stay notified and or looking to join me for other streams I got after uh, starting next week and beyond. But also, I have to keep track of weather events and situations, including that, make sure people's power is working. Even though I can't keep track of everything that goes on throughout the rest of the world, at least I'm looking to keep my confidence up and keep my anxiety down. Not only so I don't overdo it, but also so I don't get worried too much. Yeah. Not sure when I'll be ready to do a live stream on talks about Batman, but even if I do, it's likely to be multiple different streams focusing on both the identity and background of the character, his entire supporting cast of his people who serve as his allies and supporting cast, as well as his enemies, and some of them their backstories as well as the movies and stuff. I mean, Batman is a very large IP to explore, and I can't just do the entire IP over in just one stream overnight either. And right here, you're looking at Bane from Arkham Origins. He was voiced by J.B. Blanc, and this character's role in Arkham Origins was by far put Blanc on top as the number one voice of Bane. And Arkham Origins also took major inspirations from the Nightfall game, from the Nightfall comics too, regarding Bane's assault on Wayne Mansion as well as his first encounter and battle with Batman. Quite amazing. Yeah, I sure enjoyed it too. Yeah, Bane was so powerful. It's a shame that Nolan chose to recycle him as the villain for his third final film instead of. Ah, hi, Spy. Yeah, it's actually more than just it's actually on my phone. How are things going out there in California, my friend? I also invited someone who also has a Teen Titans character picture onto my Discord server, in case you haven't noticed. His name is JB Outlaw, and he goes by JB Beyond on Discord. Yeah. Have you also played the Arkham games too, Unerring Spy? Yeah, I see you forgot to buy one of these. Yeah, these were out about 5 or 10 years ago, as I can recall, sometime during or after the release of Batman Arkham Knight. Yeah, it's the number one game in the world. Huh? You haven't checked the server. Well, when you get to my server, Turnback Cave of Renegades. Check the welcome section, and you'll see someone called JB Beyond, who I welcomed. Ah, that's great. So did I. Yeah, all four of the original Arkham games. I never got to. Yeah, that's great to hear. Very good. Oh, why is that? You never finished Arkham Knight? How come? Yeah, this is Arkham Knight, the character that the game is named after. Oh, Switch. I see. Did, was there something that troubled you? What? I mean, I enjoyed it really good so much when it came out 10 years ago. Spy. And I might consider talking about doing a live stream for the Arkham games this summer around that week. I might have to. I just got to look into readjusting my schedule again. But now, runs bad on Switch. Yeah, I hear you. Not every system's compatible. But here's Killer Croc. Yeah, he was voiced by Steve Groom. Oh, yeah, I see. Crashes. Wow. Sorry to hear it. But here's Killer Croc. Yeah. Killer Croc from Arkham Asylum in Arkham City. He was voiced by Steve Bloom. You know, famous for voicing the main character from Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, he voiced Croc in the main 3 Arkham games that were distributed and made by Rocksteady. Well, Arkham Origins, he was voiced by Kerry Patton. Yeah, Killer Croc was also one of my favorite Batman villains from the animated series of the mid-2000s, voiced by Ron Perlman. Who was also known for playing Hellboy in the live-action movies back in the 2000s as well. Be sure to like and share the stream too. Heck, even let DualShock know. But careful. But try not to use the pager thing. Yeah, I'm sorry your thing couldn't work well on Switch. I'd prefer Xbox or PS5. That works better for Arkham games. Oh, sometimes I like to keep it anonymous. Yeah, thank you. I like to keep it anonymous for most of the time when I'm not doing actual reactions and stuff. Everyone, yeah. And here we got Clayface, the final boss of the main story to Arkham City, Basil Carlo. And if you haven't heard, Spy, there's Warner Brothers is said to be doing a film focused on this character. I'm not sure how it'll go, but I know it's not going to do well. Oh yeah, the Arkham games are meant for console, not Switch. It's clearly a web cash grab, like with Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, that's quite true. Yep. Glad you noticed. I'm aware of the film. It's probably going to bomb. Yeah, I agree. Hell, it might even get shelved if the Superman movie this year bombs too. Yeah. Clayface was in the Arkham City game impersonating Joker around the time Batman goes to retrieve the cure from him at the steel mill, just before Protocol triggered. And later, after Strange and Rage die, Batman goes to the theater to confront Clayface and retrieve the cure from him before Joker, and cured himself before Joker died as well. Yeah, they really did good. Also from Arkham City, we got Solomon Grundy. He's also another supervillain from DC Comics that Warner Brothers hasn't used in live-action movies. So far, he made his live-action movie debut in the Stargirl series. Yeah, no faith in Marvel and DC. Superman, Fantastic Four, and Avengers are the final straw, but I think the damage is too far done. Yeah, I agree. Solomon Grundy was from Arkham City, used as weapon by the Penguin inside the ice, underneath the iceberg lounge to fight Batman. But boy, did he get taken down by Batman along with Penguin in big time. Had to go and sabotage some of the generators that were in the center of the room and before taking him down. Yeah, and to say that Batman doesn't kill, well, he canceled Grundy big time. Yeah, Solomon Grundy, born on the Monday, Christian on the Tuesday, married on the Wednesday. You know, lullaby. And from what I've researched, Grundy was introduced into the comics in the late 40s. Last I checked. Then we got Deadshot from Arkham Origins. Huh. Yeah, he was one of the assassins hired by Joker, and then was later hired by Strange to take out Batman in Arkham City and a bunch of political prisoners. He was also one of the main character in the animated film Assault on Arkham, voiced by Neil McDonough, who played Damien Dark in the Arrowverse. Wow, so much stuff in here. Now we got Scarecrow. Don't feel hard on yourself. Just gotta chill. You just need to take exercise. Find something to get some of that energy out of. You just need to find some way to get some of that energy out. It's help relieve yourself of stress. Here is Scarecrow, the villain of Arkham, the main villain of Arkham Knight, who was voiced by John Noble and had served as the villain who brought an end to Bruce's crusade in the Arkhamverse as Batman. Yeah, Scarecrow made him a. Yeah, you should consider walking. It helps. Yeah, Scarecrow. Quite menacing, too. Ah, Red Hood. Yep. Jason Todd's alter ego. Ooh, we got a bonus. Catwoman. Selena Kyle, if you guys are there, yeah, take care. We got Catwoman, Selena Kyle. Quite a hottie, ain't she? Yeah. Man, I kept these things in the dust. Ah, hi, Catwoman. Such a lot of dust to clean off. Next we got Two-Face. Now we have Two-Face. Yeah, Harvey Dent. Mr. Freeze. Victor Freeze, aka Mr. Freeze. The boss of in this DLC spin-off to Arkham Origins, who Batman formed his icy alliance with in Arkham City and helped him rescue Nora from the Arkham Knight's militia and Arkham Knight. And here's his cryo gun, his cryo blaster. Yeah. Voiced by Maurice LaMarche. Here's the actual figure size version of Catwoman. 3.75-inch figure to be exact. Yeah, she's playable character in both Arkham City and Arkham Knight. Ah, Deathstroke. Wow, this one's real dusty. Better clean it up good. Yeah, he was playable character in the side mission in the Arkham challenges in Arkham Origins, but it was mostly a boss in Arkham Origins and Arkham Knight. Voiced by Mark Rolston. Here he is, Batman. Batman from the Arkham games. This one is from Arkham Knight, best of them all. And I've left them so behind and dusty. Yeah, they were definitely in dire need of cleaning. Tell me, who is your favorite character in the Arkham games, folks? Let me know when you see. Let me know in the chat. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Huh. Ah, Joker from Arkham Origins. The Joker, the main antagonist and the arch enemy of Batman in the video Arkhamverse. Yeah, Clown Prince of Crime. Yeah, he knew Mark Hamill and Troy Baker knew how to keep the character entertaining as hell. Funny as hell, too. Yeah. Joker has been the main villain in Arkham Origins and Asylum, secondary villain in Arkham City, and that as well as that of Arkham Knight. Yeah. Yep. Excuse me. Ah, an extra hand of Clayface. Polishing off one of Deadshot's weapons. Asriel. Michael Lane. Carrie paid and voiced him in Arkham City and Arkham Knight. And there's a choice where you get to take him down or have him redeem himself. Ah, here we are. This is one of Robin's weapons, if I'm not mistaken. His staff. Tim Drake, of course. Bring him out. Ah, God, I kept them in storage for too long. No wonder they get so dusty and collected with all this dust. And all that dust. Well, I believe that's it on the Arkham figures. The rest is the other random stuff in my basket, which I'm probably gonna either save or throw out, depending on whether or not it's worth saving or not. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Take care.